Hello, parents. My name is Erin Calvin, and I am your child's AP or on-level statistics teacher this year. So on the screen that you see now is my contact information should you ever want or need to get a hold of me. And email is always best just because I'm teaching most of the time and it's sometimes hard for me to get back to you by phone. But if you prefer phone, of course, I would be glad to talk to you on the phone anytime you need to. So, this is a little bit about me, my statistics, so to speak. I am a native Austinite. I grew up in Austin. I was born in Austin and I graduated from McCallum High School in 2002. I am a proud Baylor Bear. I graduated from Baylor in 2006 with a degree in high school mathematics, secondary mathematics education. This is my 15th year at McNeil. I taught for 1 year in Waco at a school where I had student taught, and then I came back to Austin as soon as I could and have been teaching at McNeil ever since. This is my 16th year overall and my 8th year teaching statistics. So at this point, over half of my teaching career, about half of my teaching career has been in statistics. I love teaching statistics. It's so much fun. It's so interesting. It's so real world. And it's something that I really enjoy discussing with students and helping them to grow a passion for. So this is me about statistics. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. I get really into it, and hopefully your students will really learn a lot about it as well. Just a quick little note on my tutorials. For the most part, I have tutorials every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday mornings, and then during flex time every day except B-Day Mondays, because I have duty during those times. But after school by appointment, and basically every week is going to be slightly different just because of the meetings. There may be some weeks that I am there on Wednesday and Thursday mornings, or there may be some weeks where I'm not available after school or during flex. So every single week, usually on Monday mornings, sometimes on Sundays, I will update the weekly tutorial schedule that's in Schoology. So tell your student if they need to schedule tutorials to check that weekly schedule. I keep that up to date every week so that kids know when for sure they can come in and when they can't. So that is there. One thing I like to ask parents to do at open house is to send me an email. So there's my email address, and tell me how awesome your kid is. It's really helpful for me to know from a parent's perspective, what are the amazing things about your student? What are things I should look out for? What are things that I should challenge them about? And just tell me how cool they are. I'm still learning to get to know your students this year, and I'm so thankful to see their faces and to have them in my classroom and to really talk to them. But I want to know them more, and you guys know them best. So definitely send me an email and just let me know who they are. So a little bit about statistics, and one of the questions that I usually ask students every year on the first day is 99 a good number for you? And then I expand on that. Is 99 a good number if it's your bowling score? What if it's your golf score? And not so much. What if it's your grade in statistics? And most students, when I ask this question, will usually say yes, but there's always a couple who are perfectionists who say, no, I want the 100. What if it's your monthly salary? What if it's your hourly salary? What if it's your hourly salary in cents? And what if it's your age? So the whole point of that is to know that a number by itself isn't good enough. And statistics is really the class that connects the numbers to their meaning and their application, and really delving deeper into what those numbers actually represent in the real world. So statistics, the simple definition is that it's the science of collecting and organizing and interpreting numerical facts that we call data. That's really all of it's about. And I always like to emphasize with the students that statistics is really more of a science than it is a math, because it's not just about the numbers. It's not just about solving equations and solving for X. It's really about taking those numbers and hypothesizing with them and telling what they mean and giving them context. And it's very, very much more of a science than it is a math. And then one final quick example that I like to give when we talk about collecting data and bias and all of the things that can happen with real life data. So Ann Landers asked her readers if you could do it all over again, or listeners, would you have children? 10,000 parents responded, and 70% of parents said that kids were not worth it. So there's a funny little cartoon. So they obviously were very shocked by this data, but quickly realized how biased that data was because we were just asking for answers without really truly picking a sample. So they did a new sample. They used a random sampling method, which is the preferred method of collecting data, and found that actually 90% of parents were happy with their decision to have children. So one of the ways that we talk about data is just how important it is to get unbiased, realistic data in our samples so that our data really says what we want it to say. And this is a great way to show that with an example of parents and students. So that is all I have for you today. If y'all ever have any questions or concerns or want to ask me something, please reach out. I would love to talk to you about your student and about statistics. So I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting all of you at least via email or phone at some point. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be at open house this year. Definitely have some weird personal craziness going on, but I would love to meet you and talk to you. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks, y'all. Have a great night.